Hello and welcome back to a very cold workshop. Happy New Year to you all. Hope you've had a good one. And this time I've made a 3D printer stand which has drawers on it. I wanted to try a different version of making drawers. There's lots and lots out there, but I was watching a video the other day by Snumpy Nubs, James Hamilton, and he was talking about using biscuits, and I thought, well, that's might be worth a try. So this is my attempt at using biscuits, and we'll see how we get on. There will be a bit of noise in the background with my heater going. I've had to turn it off because you couldn't hear what I was saying for this, but yeah, the heater will be going because it's bloody cold in here. So hope you enjoy, and I'll see you at the end. This is the frame for the printer stand. It's what's it, 1.5 inch material for the 4 corners, and then I think it's 25 by 50, what's that, 1 by 2 for the rest. It's just joined with pocket holes. I can just about see them there. There you go. It's nothing fancy construction, and the wood isn't entirely the best, but it's reclaimed, planed all up, and it's gone together quite well. But now I want to put the drawers into this so that I can then finish the sides. I'm just going to put plywood, thin plywood around the outside as a skin to go from there. Right, so this is my little setup for doing the slots in this face. This is just a scrap which is squared off the frame, and then I can just push it up to that, level it with the top of the here, and clamp that in place. So that's there like that, and then I can bring in that into there like so, and you can't see a thing. So then I can bring this in on the top. I've got a nice big surface to sort of sit against, line it up, so this is me then doing the what I'd call the front and back of the drawer. As you can see, it's just dry fitted. Yeah, I think it's got a lot of possibilities, but unfortunately what you've still got is you've still got all of that. But I think I'm going to persevere with it, and I'm going to glue it up, and I'm going to have to use bar clamps on it, and to F clamps, sorry, to get it right across the corners, but it will, I think it will, it has possibilities, but I don't think it's one that it's as easy as I thought it was going to be, but at least I've proven to myself how easy or not it's going to be. I will come back and show you a bit further on once I've glued it up, and I'm also then gonna put some dowels, couple of wooden dowels, top and bottom, once it is square and glued up and clamped up, to strengthen it and keep it square. I know the other way that I could have done this to square it up a bit better is actually imagine that this is the base of the drawer, is to actually put a slot in here, which would be you could then run the base into. It's one that I did consider, but I hadn't got any material for it, and I wasn't going out and buying any more. So it's a concept that might work, but I'm not really convinced. I think there are probably better ways of doing this, but I'll take it on a bit further and I'll come back to you. Well, it's all clamped up. It's almost completely square. I've got 1mm difference between one corner and the diagonal corner, so I'm going to call it a day at that. I'm not going to pursue this with the biscuits. I think I've got a better version or a better way of doing this. There you go. That's with the top wedges, top clamps, wedges, bit of both I suppose really, installed. If you really, I'm not going to show you how these are made because I'm not the expert on this. Have a look for Izzy Swan, like I said earlier, and it will make much more sense. But what I am now going to do is down this side here, where are we? See my finger just about, yes. I'm going to find the centre line of this thickness of piece of wood, and I'm going to put 2 dowel holes in here. That will stop it all moving. I'll do the same on all the other edges, and then once they're in, I can then take all of these off and put 2 more in. Let me just see, this is the original drawer I made out of MDF before I'd got any more plywood, but you can just see here, right, you've got 4 dowel holes. So what's that? 627 and 627. So can't really argue with that. So what I'm going to do now, because let's bring this to you, because we've got 2. I'm actually going to put another one top, another one bottom, and I mean, there's no real movement there at all, so I won't even do it like this. So I'll mark out centre line and I shall be back with you in a minute. I did actually realise that there is one job I ought to do before I start trying to drill these are the holes, which is to flush cut these dowels. There you go. 4 dowels and 4 that end as well, and there's obviously same the other side as well. Right, conclusion time. I've done doweling this way with the Izzy Swan clamping process 2 or 3 times now on drawers, and it seems a bit fiddly, I know. The system seems to give you square boxes almost right out of the bat. The biscuits, I don't know whether I did something wrong with the way I've done them. Don't think so, but I mean, you can always correct me in the comments if you do spot something I have done wrong, and we can all learn from that one. But I won't be going back to the biscuits again. I like the dowels. They're strong, permanent, and no, not mechanical either as such. So I'm going to call it a day at that. The biscuits are a failure. That's right, in my book. Dowels work a treat with those, like I say, those Izzy Swan. So hopefully you stuck the course with me, and hopefully you've understood what I'm trying to say and trying to show you. And I will see you on the next one. So take care. Cheers.